Good afternoon and welcome to the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, the home of the London Broncos for the last time in this regular season as they host the Halifax Panthers in round 25 of the BETFRED Championship season. A win today for the Broncos will see them lift the League Leaders' Shield, but it's not going to be easy as this Halifax side were 1 point away from victory in their game against Vikings last weekend. I caught up with Jason Demetriou, the head coach of the London Broncos, just before kick-off to get his views on the game ahead. Jason, it's the last home game here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. The League Leaders' Shield could be lifted at the end of this game. Has that been on the minds of the players and on the staff during the week ahead, or during the previous week leading into this?
Yeah, obviously it's there. It's not something we've really spoken too much about. For us, it's more about getting back to performing the way we know we can. You know, we probably let ourselves down a bit last weekend in Oldham, and I think we want to see us get back to that style of footy that's give us an opportunity today to win the league leaders. If we do that, the result will take care of itself, but we're going to need to be focused. Halifax come down here with a good side. They've got nothing to lose. They're going to they'll throw the ball around. So, want to see us defend better and play a bit tougher than we did last week.
Of course, speaking of last week, the defeats Oldham, who are a strong team. To play them at home was always going to be difficult. In regards to this week building into this game, what have you been looking at trying to shape up or trying to make better in regards to what happened last weekend?
It's just our performance ID, what we do that puts pressure on oppositions, that allows us to get our footy on. You know, we just didn't do that. I think we had 5 or 6 kick-off sets in the game and didn't complete a single one of them. You know, we barely had any set footy in the cycle or whatever they call it these days, but there was no fatigue in the game. There was a lot of stop-start, a lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of carrying on, and it was a typical champ game. And you know, we weren't able to get our type of footy on because we weren't completing sets, and we were ill-disciplined as well, and that put us under a lot of pressure on our try line. And we've got to take some lessons from that. We know what works for us. We've done it all year, but we're going to see us get tested in bigger games, and those bigger games are coming up, so I want to get that right today.
Halifax, they're unlucky to lose against Widnes last weekend, losing 11 points to 10. How do you expect them to shape up this afternoon?
Yeah, like I said, I think they've got some good players. You know, they're a team that's sitting, their position in the league doesn't, highlight the team they are. Obviously, they went into some financial trouble, and that's pretty much blown their season out. But they've still got a very strong side, and I think they'd be right in that top 10 if they hadn't have lost those points and had to go through that throughout the year. So I think the coach has done a good job. Players have fought hard throughout the year, and they come down here with a free swing at it. They've got nothing to lose. So, they've got players that can score points. They've got some good halves. They've got a young half coming in on the bench as well. So, I expect them to have a real crack at this. But for us, in that first 20 minutes, it's about getting our footy on, putting them in tough areas, getting our discipline right and putting some fatigue into their team, and then we get the opportunities to play with the ball the way we know we can. But if we don't do that, we're going to be defending our try line again, and Halifax have got players that can hurt us.
Amazing, JD. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Broncos head coach Jason Demetriou there with his take on what to expect ahead of today's game against the Halifax Panthers. And this is the penultimate league game of the season, also the penultimate home game of the season, but the last one here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium before the playoffs, which sees the London Broncos on the verge of winning what is potentially their first of 2 pieces of silverware in just over a week. Anything less than a win or the unlikely possibility of a draw will see Jason Demetriou's men pick up the League Leaders' Shield after his first season in front of some of the old guard in attendance here this afternoon. Of course, the Broncos will be heading up to Warrington on Bank Holiday Monday to take on Vikings in the 1895 Cup Final. We can now have a look at the teams, how they line up this afternoon here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, starting with the home side, the London Broncos. You've got Alex Walker at full back. Right wing is Brandon Webster-Mansfield with Robert Matthias at right centre. Luke Smith at left centre with Neil Chapambe at left wing. Garo Boro is the standoff this afternoon with Dean Hawkins at scrum half. Regan Campbell-Gillard at prop alongside Epil Kapanais, and Finley Clare is the hooker. Jack Croft and Will Lovell are the second rows of the Broncos, and Savila Havili is the loose forward for the Broncos. That's how the home side line up, with Marcus Stock, Emali Bitanyang, Lewis Biernick and Sadiq Adebayi the interchanges this afternoon, and Ben Hersey-Horde is the 18th man. Head coach is Jason Demetriou. This is how the visitors line up here this afternoon. Halifax Panthers, starting at fullback is Ben Will. At right wing, it's Benjamin Tibbs with Benjamin Crooks at right centre. That's a triple whammy of Bens. Left centre is Alfie Johnson, and the left wing is Lucas Sable in blue. Standoff is Jesse Sorek, and the scrum half is Lloyd Roby. The props for the away side are Delane Bedwood and Ben Forster, with Curtis Davies at hooker, Zach McComb and Connor Davies at second row, and Adam O'Brien is back in the side for the Halifax Panthers. This afternoon he lines up at loose forward. Kieran Rush, Darius Carter, Jacob Fairbank and James Morgan are the interchange. Riley Thompson is the 18th man, and former St Helens scrum half Kyle Eastmond is the manager and the head coach for the Halifax Panthers. Of course, they'll be seething after their 11-10 defeat to the Widnes Vikings last weekend. And they came close to getting some very rare points in the league table last weekend. They'll be eyeing up this one as a potential upset on the cards to end their season on a high. Of course, the last time that these two sides met was up at the Shea. London were comfortable 4-42 winners when the sides met in March. And the London Broncos have also won 4 of the last championship meetings between these two sides. Of course, London will be a little bit sore after their unbeaten league record was ended by Oldham last weekend. Of course, the Broncos are in control at the top of the table. Anything but a complete drop-off in points in the next 2 games will see the Broncos essentially lose the league leaders' shield, even if Sheffield Eagles and the Newcastle Thunder win by 200 points a game. I think they still can't catch the Broncos at the top of the table. As we're just waiting for the 2 sets of players to make their way out onto the field. Ex-pros lining up to meet the current pros in front of the dugout as the Halifax Panthers make their way out onto the field of play, being led out by Benjamin Crooks. And a small contingent of supporters just below me clapping the Panthers team onto the field. And here come the London Broncos, led by Regan Campbell-Gillard. It'll be London playing in all whites this afternoon, and Halifax in all green. And we are about to get underway here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. The last home game here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium this season. There will be one more in 2 weeks' time taking place at Richmond Rugby Club. And it's Jesse Sorek with ball in hand, just waiting for the tee to come onto the field of play. As Buck slowly makes his way off the field. Ball on the tee. We are about to get underway. The Cherry Reds Record Stadium. Halifax Panthers in all green. London Broncos in all white. Halifax kicking off from left to right. There's a deep kick from Sorek, collected by Voro. And here's the first play for the Broncos. They make it up to the 15 metres outside of their own try line. So work their way forward. Wrapped up inside the 20-metre line, and then even further, 25 metres away, before being wrapped up. Ball inside. Campbell-Gillard takes a big hit, goes down just in front of the 30-metre line. Wrapped up by 3 in Panthers green. As London try and move the ball forward up to the 40-metre line. Lovell wrapped up inside. Havili looking to push over halfway, runs into a brick wall. This is the last tackle for London. And Halifax looking to get some possession if they receive the ball after Hawkins' kick. It's a deep one up to the 10-metre line. It's collected by the fullback Ben Will. And he's wrapped up 50 metres away from his own try line. Halifax with the first possession, a minute into the half. As they try and work their way up the left-hand side. Wrapped up by Chibambe in the 20-metre line. As Halifax try and run through the tackles. in the 35. Ball inside. Little dummy pass to try and work their way through this centre right channel. Wrapped up on the 40 and held and pushed back. So shift the ball inside as they try and work their way up to the halfway line, running into a bit of a Broncos big brick wall. This is the last as Bedwood is wrapped up with a kick from Sorek. It's a high one and a deep one up to the 10-metre line, picked up by Chipambe. And Broncos will get a fresh set. He's brought down just shy of the 30-metre line. Walker feeds the ball inside. Wrapped up on the 40. It's London trying to find a way through this central left-hand side with Brandon Webster Mansfield. He just about makes it to the halfway point before he's bundled up. Blair flicks it inside to Havili, finding Hawkins. And Lovell wrapped up on the 40-metre line. And the referee blows the whistle. And he gives a penalty. Ball deemed to have come out. And it's going to be a scrum to Halifax. Knock on by Will Lovell. He took the hit and the ball's deemed to have come out. It did come out. And Halifax will get a head and feed on their own 40. So they move it into this central right-hand channel. So they try and move the ball back inside from the play of the ball. This is the first tackle. So inside London, inside the London half, up to the 40, wrapped up again. Moving the ball inside. They look slightly forward. Sorek with the ball up to the left-hand side, trying to find a hole, trying to offload out to the left-hand side, out to the wing to Stableman Blue, but they're wrapped up here. Halifax on the 20, looking to get some early points on the board. Sorek running into a brick wall. So shift ball inside again, still 20 metres away, trying to find a hole. Wrapped up there is the number 9, that's O'Brien, in front of the 10. Halifax in prime position to get an early try, looking to break down the right-hand side. An offload pass is poor and picked up by Voro, and Voro looks to scramble and get away, beating one tackle but can't get away from two more. And London get possession, and they get a penalty as well, with Ben Forster not getting away from the tackle quickly enough and giving up some cheap possession. And Voro the kick just underneath the gantry position. Matthias trying to break his way through. Wraps up on the 40. Glare from the play of the ball, feeding it inside to Kapanias. He's wrapped up on the 30. Glare again from the play of the ball. Once it's given, tries to go down the short side. He's wrapped up on the 20. London now looking to get an early try on the board within the first 5 minutes. Voro on the left-hand side. Matthias breaks his way through and gets his way over the line, and that is London's first try of the afternoon. As Robert Matthias finds a hole in the Halifax defence. It only took 5 minutes for London to get their first try of the afternoon. There was Voro looking for a hole down the left-hand side. He did just enough to open up the defence, and Matthias walks his way through and plants the ball down to give London the first points on the board. And Matthias making it look very easy. And now to add the extra 2, and it's Gairo Voro on kicking duty. Jimmy Meadows still out with injury. Doesn't look like he's going to be back in time before the end of the season. So Voro with kicking duties. He has rotated with Dean Hawkins from time to time so far this season, with mixed results. Voro to add the extra 2. And his kick is shanked narrowly wide to the left-hand side of the sticks. So the score remains London 4, Halifax Panthers 0. Of course, let us know where you're watching from on the YouTube stream. Of course, London Broncos have an app as well, which you can watch the game on the London Broncos app. Just type that in on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store as well. And of course, we are live on NBC PNG, so let us know where you're watching in from, wherever in the world, as the kick is eventually collected by Capanias. He's dumped down in front of the 10 as Webster and Mansfield struggle to bring the ball down. London still in possession. He's bouncing off one tackle and then wrapped up by another is Jack Croft, just outside the 20. London looking to shift down that central right-hand channel with Lovell, wrapped up on the 30. And does hold on to the ball. As London shifted inside to Campbell-Gillard, tries to force his way through the Halifax defence. 45 metres away from their own try line. Ball inside to Havili. Looks to burst his way over the halfway line. He's wrapped up, and this is the last for London. Kick from Hawkins. It's into the Halifax's left-hand corner, and it's dropped as well. And London will get possession deep inside the Halifax half as Lucas Stableman-Blue just had the sun in his eyes and couldn't keep hold of the ball. And London will get head and feed 10 metres away in front of the sticks. Voro looking to feed this one in. Finding Glare. Finds Voro. Looking to go into the corner. Chibambe goes over in the corner. And Neil Chibambe gets his first try of the afternoon. Straight from the scrum. Glare shifting over to the right-hand side. Finding Voro, who under pressure finds Chibambe, who goes over in the right-hand corner. Had to dive over. And with 9 minutes on the clock, it's London Broncos 8, Halifax Panthers 0. Bambe just getting over the line. Looked like he could have potentially injured himself in the process, but looks like he's going to be okay. Lucas Stableman-Blue looking to make up for his error, just couldn't keep him out. Voro to add the extras. So far it's 0 from 1. From 22 metres out, Voro. Right on the right-hand byline. Takes a few steps back. And his kick is wide of the posts. Again, shanking out to the left-hand side. So that makes it no kicks from 2, and London are 8-0 to the good against Halifax with 10 minutes on the clock. And the Halifax fans below me in hospitality and making their voices heard. As we are about to get underway with Sorek. His kick is a deep one, collected by Walker. And London look to attack again. Out to the 15-metre line. Wrapped up is Capanias. So they try to move forward up past the 20. The And wrapped up 25 metres out. Quick play of the ball. Blair finding Campbell-Gillard. He goes over. Taking a big hit in front of the 40. London again with the quick play of the ball. Blair to Lovell. Lovell wrapped up on the halfway line. London looking to play a quick set of 6 here. Quick pass from Havili, and then Campbell-Gillard to Vora, who just about wins the ball and dances his way through. Beats the defender again, but he's brought down as he's clipped on the ankle and wrapped up on the 40. And I think we're going to see a penalty to Halifax here as well. The players come together. Potential knock-on. Looking back on the replay, Vora dancing his way through, sliding in. There's a tackle from behind. I think the referee's given... No, it was a knock-on. I apologise. So Halifax get the ball from the head and feet. They try and shift out to the left-hand side. Out up there is Alfie Johnson. 40 metres away from their own try line. Ball fed inside. As Stedman Blue is wrapped up on the halfway line. Ball shifted inside. Sorek. Quick pass. It's a hit from Kapanais. No one looking at the ball. And Ben Will picks it up. And he pushes his way up to the halfway line. And they're making a run of about 5 metres in the end. They get a fresh set of 6 here though, Halifax. So they look to take advantage of that. Wrapped up on the halfway line. This time is Forster. Quick play of the ball, quick hands as well. Beats one defender, looking to break his way through. Wrapped up this time was Roby. 30 metres away. Halifax looking to get a try on the board. So look to shift the ball out to the left-hand side. Sorek with a dummy pass, then an offload, but it's a poor one. It is picked up eventually by the Halifax number 4, Alfie Johnson. 20 metres away, got lucky. Inside, Sorek. Nice inside pass. That found Bedwood. Bedwood wrapped up just in front of the 10. Looking for Sorek. Out to left-hand side. Looking to get over the line over on that left-hand side. This is the last for Halifax. Johnson was wrapped up. Looking to grubber their way through. Halifax go over and they're just over the line. And the try is given. From this angle, it looked as though that the try scorer had already gone over the line, but the referee awards the try, and Halifax get their first points on the board. And they have been threatening this afternoon, and it hasn't taken them that long to get their first try of the afternoon. This one coming from Lloyd Roby, the scrum half. It's a lovely little kick by Jesse Sorek. And let's just see if the ball stayed in. Yes, it did, by quite some distance. It's a lovely try by Lloyd Roby. And a lovely kick from Sorek as well. And Halifax can have the extra 2, and they will take the score within 2 points. Sorek to add the extras from 15 metres out, just left of centre. And the kick is good. And there's 2 points in this game now. London 8, Halifax 6. 15 on the clock. Still a long way to go in this one. Walker to take the restart. It's a deep one out to the left-hand side. And Halifax move forward. It's a big hit there from Stableman Blue. And it's number 11 for London, Luke Smith, who's taken the brunt of it. And a potential knock to the head as well. So So he's just being treated by the physio. So Luke Smith just getting a bit of treatment after this knock from the tackle. Yeah, head-on-head collision between Stableman Blue and Luke Smith, but it looks as though he will be able to continue. And Halifax will restart with the ball on the 15-metre point. Inside from the play of the ball, looking to find a way out in their set. Wrapped up is Johnson, just shy of the 20-metre line. Ball inside to Bedwood, he's wrapped up on the 20. And he's taking a bit of a knock as he gets up slowly. They try and shift the ball out to this near side, Halifax, but they're taking short meters. So try and find a way down this near side. Ball inside is wrapped up by London on the 40. This is the last. And finding Sorich on the 30. It's a deep kick from him. Not quite looking for a 40-20. He's wrapped up by Webster Mansfield, and he's going to try and power his way through. He's wrapped up inside the 30-metre line. Voro inside to Matthias. Tries to burst his way through. Tackled inside the 40. Inside the Wimbledon centre circle. Inside to Campbell-Gillard, looking to power over the line. Up to the... He's inside the Halifax half up over the halfway line, but doesn't get that much further. Ball from Hawkins, looking to find his way through. He's wrapped up this time by Ben Forster. Blair inside to Havili. London running through the tackles. Havili looking to get his way through the defence, but he's wrapped up inside the 20. This is London's last. Hawkins out to the right hand side. Walker looking to cut back inside, but he's brought down inside the 10, and Halifax will get the turnover. And there is an injury to one of the Halifax players over in the corner on his haunches, but play continues as it was Lovell who was tackled on the last, as they try and bring the ball forward, nearly losing the ball. There was Tibbs, who managed to keep hold of it, and it's brought down in front of the 20. So they try and work their way out to this 30-metre line, wrapped up inside the 20. It's Johnson. He pulls away with an injury. As they try to score a Roby that pulls away. Meanwhile, Sorich with an early kick. It's a deep one. Over to this near side, collected by Webster Mansfield, who just about keeps a hand on it. As the Halifax defence try and drag him towards the byline, but they're a bit too far away. Voro from the play of the ball finds Walker to Chibambe, looking to break over halfway, just about manages to do so. So he's wrapped up by the Halifax defence. Quick pass to Capanias from Glare from the play of the ball, wrapped up on the 40. Glare into the middle again. Hawkins to Voro. Nice inside pass as London now shift over to this left hand side. Capanias caught the ball at a standstill. Makes a couple of metres before being brought down by the Halifax defence. Just didn't look as though he knew where he wanted to go. Glare finding Havili to Hawkins. Ball popped forward to Lovell. He's brought down just in front of the 10. This is London's last tackle. Finlay Glare looking to find his way through on his own, but he's popped the ball up, and it's a forward pass and a knock on and a turnover as well. And Halifax will get another fresh set of 6 deep inside their own half, as we're edging closer to the 20-minute mark, nearly halfway through the first half. Halifax with their fresh set. A big dump tackle on Stableman Blue. Ball into the middle from the play of the ball. That's up in front of the 10. London looking to pen Halifax in here. So try and find a way down this left-hand side. Looking to break away from the tackle, but unable to do so. There's Crooks. So try and push forward, having to cut back inside now. And still making small meters. As this time McComb is wrapped up. into the middle of the park. As Roby flicks to Sorich. Nice little flat pass out to left-hand side. Looking to break down the left-hand side now. So tackle, and it's into touch as well. Sableman Blue looking to break down the left-hand side, but it's good defending from Hawkins and co over on Broncos' right-hand side. As they drag him into touch. Sableman Blue just not having the pace to beat the Broncos' defence. London get the turnover. Webster Mansfield looking to break the tackle, gets over the 40. He's wrapped up by 2. Blair finding Matthias. Brought down inside the 40, inside the Halifax 40. Referee asks for the... just stops play for a moment. For a potential injury, I think there's a bit of blood here on Delane Bedwood. He's over on his haunches. Lewis Biernick is now on the field of play by the sounds of things. Bedwood has been given the okay to continue. Referee seems happy. Biernick is on the field of play. So is Amali Bitanyang. Inside to Havili. Finds Biernick, looking to break over the 20, wrapped up inside of it. Glare from the play of the ball, flicks out to left-hand side. Voro up to the 10, finding Matthias. Breaks over the 10, but he's wrapped up 5 metres away. Eventually bundled over. Ball inside to Goro. Out to the right-hand side again. Walker finding Chibambe. Chibambe goes over for his second try of the afternoon. And London start flying when they find a bit of space. And that's Neil Chibambe's second try over on the right-hand side. That extends London's lead to 6 points. And with the kick to come, it's London 12, Halifax 6. And London just stretching. Guy Voro finding Hawkins. Quick hands out to the right-hand side with Chibambe on the overlap. A pass from Walker. Really stretching out the Halifax defence. If you're a London Broncos fan, that's what you want to see more of. The kick to come from Gyro Voro. He's missed 2. See if he can convert his third of the afternoon, or his third attempt of the afternoon. Takes a few steps back to Zvoro, 1 forwards. And the kick this time does not convert again. So London's 12, Halifax 6. 3 tries for London, 1 for Halifax with the kick converted. Guy Voro hasn't put his kicking boots on today, by the looks of things. He's done everything else right on the field so far, just hasn't been able to convert those extra points. Halifax about to get underway. It's a deep kick, this one. It's going to go out of play, and it does. And London will get it back on the halfway line. Very, very heavy kick. This time from Roby. And Voro with the kick. out of play. London will get the ball back on the 30-metre line, and they can push for some extra points. Biernick bouncing off one, looking to push his way through. Bit of pushing and shoving and grabbing around the back of their head by the number 13 Jacob Fairbank on the field of play. London 15 metres away. Havili, Voro, dummy pass from Voro. Voro dances his way over the line! And Garo Voro gets his first try of the afternoon. London punishing Halifax's heavy kickoff, and London get 2 tries in the space of 3 minutes at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, extending their lead by another 4 points. With 15 to go the first half, it's London 16, Halifax 6. With the kick to come, Voro will be looking to add the extras at the 4th attempt. Voro, dummy pass, shifting inside, then back on the outside again to beat the defender. Quick feet from Garo Voro. And if the club aren't suitably bound, it wouldn't surprise me if at some point this man is. Voro to add the extra points from his own try. He's 18 metres out, left of centre. He shifts out to his left-hand side. So he readies his kick, looking to convert at the 4th attempt. And Voro, this time, kicks the extra points, and it extends London's lead by 2. As cheers fill around the ground, it's London 18, Halifax 6. There's Halifax about to get underway with Crooks at the kickoff, and it's not a heavy one this time. London get the ball back, and they can push their way forward, trying to burst their way up to the 20-metre line. And being pushed back towards the 10 is Bittenyang. Play the ball, Glare. Trying to burst his way through his Will Lovell. He's wrapped up just shy of the 30-metre line. London looking to force their way through. Biernick bouncing off one. Big hit this time on Roby. And London get a penalty for Halifax not getting away from the ball quickly enough. Head coach Jason Dimitri did say he wanted to tire Halifax out. As a big hit on Roby. He didn't really want to be in the middle, did he? Looking to push forward now, London. This time it's Jack Croft wrapped up on the 40. It takes 3 men to bring him down. Glare from the play the ball, looks to push his way forward. Dummy pass, Glare breaks his way through down the left-hand side. Shifts it out to Matthias, who goes over for his second try of the afternoon. Halifax not concentrating at the play the ball. Glare finds his way through on the short side and finds Robert Matthias to his left-hand side. And London starting to rack the tries up late in this first half. That's London 22, Halifax Panthers 6. Matthias, Glare from the left-hand side, arm was quite high over the top of his head. And Matthias in acres of space. Tibbs not able to get close to bring him down. It's Garo Voro to add the extras. And can he get 2 conversions in the first half? This is his 5th attempt. He's got 1. Let's see if he can add the extras here. Takes a couple of steps to his left-hand side. As he readies his kick. Takes a step back, leg goes up. Voro with the kick. And Voro converts. London 24, Halifax 6, with just over 10 minutes to go of the first half. Things stay the way that they are now. London will lift the league leaders' shield at the end of this game. Crooks to take the kick. It's another deep one, not as deep as the first one, picked up by Glare. As Bittingham tries to fire his way forward. Right touch shy of the 10, the 20. London looking to push their way forward. Seem a bit more energised now. So collect the ball on the 30 with Glare. As Bieniek tries to burst his way through. No big hits this time from Big Lewis Bieniek. Brought down on the 40. Glare to Havili. So he tries to power his way up over the halfway line. Does do so. His shorts go down in the process. He's got the ball in good position. Bittingham looking to find his way through. He's wrapped up on the 30. This is London's last tackle. Glare flicks the ball out to the right-hand side. Hawkins with the kick over the top. Looking for the run of Walker, who gets the ball, and Walker goes over the line. The referee awards the try, and Alex Walker juggles the ball over the line from the kick from Hawkins. And the Broncos now starting to stampede ahead of this one. With the kick to come, it's London 28, Halifax 6. And London turning up the gears here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. Hawkins with the kick over the top. There's a high one. It wasn't dealt with by the defence. Walker juggling the ball as it bounced off Tibbs and Walker as well. Hawkins with a kick over the top. And it bounces off Tibbs and Walker. Walker collects the ball and adds the extra, or adds the points, extra 4 points on the board. Here come the extra, potentially the extra 2. He's kicked the last 2. They both come from this left-hand side. Voro hasn't converted from the right-hand side, and that's where the kick is coming from. 19 metres away, right of centre. The Papua New Guinean to add the extra 2. His first attempt from the right-hand side if he is to convert. So he takes his stance in front of the ball, takes a couple of steps back, and the kick this time is good. London up to 30 points. London 30. Halifax Panthers 6. London starting to power ahead in this first half as Halifax restart with Crooks. And Bittingham again looking to power his way forward. Wrapped up just shy of the 20. Clare flicking it inside. Walker finds Voro on the 20. Break down this left hand side. Webster Mansfield looking to power his way up to the 40. Just about stays in play. Mattis from the play of the ball finds Voro, lays it off for Bieniek, looking to power his way up over the halfway line. He's brought down just shy of the 40. Glare from the play of the ball to Croft on the 40, looking to dance inside before he's brought down 30 metres away from the Halifax line. Glare from the play of the ball inside, looking to push their way through London. This time is Marcus Stock, wrapped up just shy of the 20. This is the last for the Broncos. Hawkins again with a kick up over the top towards the right hand corner. It's picked up again by Chabambe, flicks it inside, but Walker doesn't pick it up. And Halifax breathe a sigh of relief as it's collected by the number 15 Connor Davies, and the referee blows his whistle, and a water try to London, a scrum to London for, I think, for a knock on. Well, definitely a scrum, this one. Not a try. We're head and feet to London on the Panthers 10-metre line though. Glare out to the right hand side, finding Voro. Voro looking to go for his second, but he's brought down just in front of the line. Halifax defending on their own try line here. London trying to push their way forward with Marcus Stock. He's wrapped up 3 metres out. Finley Glare from the play of the ball, flicks it inside, finding Lewis Biernick, juggles the ball out to the left hand side as Glare doesn't know where to go, and he's wrapped up 5 metres out. London losing metres. Bittenyang, Stock looking to go over, Stock goes over, and the referee awards the try, and Marcus Stock gets his first try of the afternoon. It doesn't happen too often. But when it does, he gets a lot of love from the fans, a lot of love from the players. Marcus Stock. Stumbling his way over the line. That takes the score up to 34 points to 6. Voro with the kick to come. Left of centre. 13 metres out. He's just left of centre. Takes a couple of steps back. A kick here converted. We'll take it to 36-6 with just under 4 minutes of the half. Voro takes his position, takes a step back, and the kick from Voro is converted. And with 3.5 minutes left of the first half, it's London Broncos 36, Halifax Panthers 6. And since Halifax's try, London have had to knock up their style of play a gear or two. Kick off this time from Crooks. Collected deep inside the Broncos try line. Bittenyang driving forward. Pushes his way up past the 10. Brought down 50 metres away from the Broncos try line. Glare inside to Lovell. He's wrapped up outside the 20-metre line. It's Halifax trying to keep London inside, but Biernick trying to burst his way through to the 30 before he's brought down. Glare taking on the short side, finding Matthias, who does just about keeps hold of the ball as it bounces off his back and his shoulder. And the referee has given a penalty to London. He's quite lucky for Matthias. He just bounces off his back and his shoulder. He just about keeps it in play. And there's a high shot on Robert Matthias, which is why the penalty was awarded to London, as they look for a try in the last 2 minutes. Robert Matthias looking to burst his way through. He's wrapped up 20 metres out. Glare finds Biernick, pushes one away, offload pass to Matthias, who cuts inside, trying to find a hole, but can't get through the defence as he's wrapped up 10 metres away. Glare shifts the ball out to the right hand side. Stock to Hawkins, dummy pass. Walker looking to cut back inside, got nowhere to go. It's wrapped up on the 10. London not making any movement in metres just yet. Hawkins, Bittenyang brought down inside the 10, 7 metres away. Finley Glare finds Hawkins as now they try and push forward up over the line. This time London, and just about wrapped up there is Jack Croft, and London will get another go This is the last for London, with Croft wrapped up on the line. 1 minute left. Halifax trying to hold firm. As they shift the ball out to Hawkins. Kick up over the top to the right-hand side. Looking for Chibambe, but it's nicely collected by the left winger, Lucas Stableman-Blue. And Halifax will try and ease the pressure from their own try line in the last 30 or so seconds. So flip the ball inside. Stableman-Blue tries to push his way through. Push back to the 10 before he's bundled down by 4 Broncos defenders. 20 to go into the middle. So try and find a hole this time with Sorich wrapped up 50 metres away as he nearly dipped it back inside. As Halifax try to push their way forward. This is the last tackle for the Panthers. And it's a kick from Sorich. He was taken out after the kick was made. Collected by Webster Mansfield, who's got an attempt to keep the ball in play here. Walker, nowhere to go. Shifts it back to Webster Mansfield, who's wrapped up by Brooks. Breaks away from Brooks. Off slow to Walker. Ball inside. London trying to keep it alive. Chibambe, 30 metres inside their own half. Brought down on the 40. And that is the end of the first half here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. And it's been a London Broncos dominant display. Two early tries from London made it look like it could be plain sailing, but Halifax did not make it easy. They got a try thanks to Lloyd Roby. 15 minutes into the half, that brought the score within 2. But since then it has been a barrage of attacks from the London Broncos side that Halifax just haven't been able to keep at bay. Let us know where you're watching on the YouTube stream. If you're staying up for this one, if you're on the other side of the world, in Australia, New Zealand, maybe you're watching them from Papua New Guinea, Philippines, Japan, Indonesia, let us know. New Zealand, of course, as well. Let us know where you're watching in on the YouTube stream. Maybe you're watching it close to home and you thought about taking a nap this afternoon but thought you'd stay up anyway. Let us know if we're keeping you up for this one. It's half time here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. I'll leave you with the highlights of the tries from the first half. It ends here after the first half. London Broncos 36, Halifax Panthers 6. Broncos players are back out on the field. Of course, you can watch us on the London Broncos YouTube channel and on NBC PNG over in Papua New Guinea, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you for joining us on a now cloudy Sunday afternoon in South London. London Broncos 36-6 up at half-time. And will be kicking from left to right towards the Pace Construction stand to my right-hand side. And Halifax from right to left towards the Toglet stand. Alex Walker ready to get the game underway and start the second half. It's a kick from Walker. And Halifax collect it, move the ball forward up with Delane Bedward. 15 metres away from his own try line. The first tackle of the half. Ball inside. Looking to break his way through his Roby. And Crooks is wrapped up. Down to the centre left channel. Wrapped up by 3 oncoming Broncos defenders. Halifax looking to move some metres forward. Bedward. Wrapped up just shy of the 40-metre line after he received the ball from Sorich. Ball inside again, looking to break through the hole. Wrapped up by Havili. This is the last for Halifax. It's a kick. It's a high kick and a deep one at that. It's collected by Walker up in the 10-metre line, which he dummies to Chabambe before moving forward and takes a hit from 3 oncoming Halifax defenders, 15 metres away from his own try line. Play the ball inside as London tried to move up towards the 20. Wrapped up is Luke Smith. As Webster Mansfield receives the ball from the play the ball. Wrapped up just in front of the 30-metre line. As London try and make some metres. That looked ever so slightly forward to Bittenyang. The referee says play on as he offloads the ball to Havili. Looking to break a way down this left-hand side. Picked up again by Hawkins. Hawkins breaks free on this right-hand side. Looks to cut it inside to Walker, who was in a forward position. And he's wrapped up just shy of the 10-metre line. Lovell, Walker, and the referee stops play. As the ball wasn't played at the play of the ball. And it will be a penalty to Halifax, which they'll take quickly. Ball inside to Bedward. He's wrapped up inside the 10. So try and shift down the centre right-hand channel. Looking to cut inside, but running to a brick wall. And Halifax from the play of the ball, trying to shift down the right again. Bouncing off one tackle, looking to find a hole. Stock in the Packers. Halifax are wrapped up on their 30. Ball shifted inside to Bedward again. Sorich. Nice little cross pass. Wrapped up on the 40. London defence holding for the time being. Bedward trying to find a hole. Wrapped up by Bittenyang on the halfway line and Stock in there as well. This is the last for the Panthers. Kick for Sorich. He's taken out in the process. That was a clothesline tackle. And it will be a penalty. That was a big hit from Will Lovell. And Halifax will get a penalty for that one. Sorich with the ball in hand. Took a massive hit then. Did Jesse Sorich, but he's got the ball for this penalty. A fresh set for Halifax, 15 metres away from the Broncos try line, and they'll be looking to get the first try of the second half. Looking to find a way forward. Wrapped up is Davies inside the 10-metre line. Inside from the play of the ball, looking to cut back in outside. So they try and find a way down this left-hand side. Wrapped up by the Broncos defender Luke Smith, and he wins the ball back to Smith. And Hawkins is wrapped up. And London get a fresh set. Here is Smith now. He's wrapped up inside the 20. There is an injury to my left-hand side as Jabambe takes a big hit. And that one came from Delane Bedwood this time, as Lovell tries to plant one of his own and does. But Halifax win the ball back from the steal. They look to go over the line, but Vori's there to clean up the mess and wrap up the attacker just on the try line. Halifax with the ball on the 10. That's a poor offload and a poor tackle as well. And things are getting a little bit tasty out there. Big hits been flying in over the last minute or so. An off-road pass was picked up by I think by Matthias in the end. Let's have a look back and see what happened. Jabambe taking a big hit there from Bedwood, which was high. Well, it wasn't too high, but it was high on the chest. Then there's Bieniek with his response. And then they win the ball back to Halifax. And it's Fairbank who'd won the ball back. Bieniek with a big hit. Bieniek with a really horrible offload. Fairbank brought down by Voro on the line. And it all kicked off from there. O'Brien with the ball in hand. It'll be a penalty to the Panthers. It looks like they're going to kick this one. It's in the referee indicate for a kick. That's a yellow card. Broncos will be down to 10. Down to 12, I should say, sorry. So we're going to see why there was a yellow in there. Play does resume for the time being. It's a late hit from Robert Matthias, and it's Matthias that's gone off for the next 10 minutes. He's in the sin bin. Meanwhile, on the field of play, Halifax are less than 10 metres away. On this left-hand side, Sorich trying to cut the ball inside. Halifax looking to get an early try on the board, but the ball comes loose, and Voro wins it back. And Voro looking to dance away, eventually offloads the ball. London down the left-hand side, picked up by Webster. Mansfield just about keeps hold of it, but he's stopped in his tracks. Ball comes loose again. Voro picks up the pieces. And there's Bieniek is off the field of play, and Sadiq Anabai makes his first appearance of the afternoon as Halifax win another scrum. This one 40 metres out. As the ball came loose from the tackle, Varo picked it up. So that's a fresh set from there. Just about kept in by Webster Mansfield, just about kept hold of it, beating one defender, cutting back inside. There's the offloaded pass from Webster Mansfield straight into Jack Croft, and that's where the knock-on came from. There's Halifax now on this left-hand side. Ball to Sorich, looking to push their way forward. Number 24, Delane Bedwood, trying to burst his way forward. Wrapped up by Stocken. Sadiq had a bite as they try and find a way down the middle. Quick pass to nowhere. Eventually the ball bobbles around. Is that a knock-on? Referee says it is. And now London will get it back after a horrible pass deep into the back line. Ball bobbles around, not quite scooped up. It's a collision as well, and the ball is collected behind the post, but there was a knock-on before that. It's been a scrappy one so far at the beginning of the second half. London down to 12 men. The head and feed now for the Broncos. They try and work their way down this central right-hand channel. Wrapped up just in front of the halfway line is Luke Smith. Sadiq had a bye up to the halfway line before he's wrapped up. Mavilli will pick this one up from the play of the ball. Inside to Bittenyang, looking to find his way forward. Makes 10 metres. Brought down inside the 30. Havili inside this time. Stock finding Hawkins to Walker. Looking to find a hold down the right hand side. Big hit this time on Luke Smith, who does well to keep hold of the ball. In the 20. Hawkins. Dummy pass. Pop to Stock, who is wrapped up 15 metres away. Havili to Hawkins. Down the left hand side this time. Voro. Croft. Can't find his way over the line. Wrapped up inside the 10. That's the last tackle as well. Going to be a turnover for Halifax over on their right hand side in the sunshine. And very, very quick to the tackle. London keeping them penned in with Croft on the 10 metre line. Up the short side. Looking to find a hold down the right hand side. Wrapped up shy of the 20. This time is the number 2, Benjamin Tibbs. As they cut the ball into the middle, looking to push forward. Here Halifax up to the 20, bouncing off one, can't get past Hawkins, eventually brought down by Lovell. Halifax penned inside their own half. That's another poor pass. Does find player at the number 15. It's Connor Davies as he's wrapped up shy of the 30. Ball played into the middle. O'Brien takes a big hit. And he's flat out cold as well. He is going to get to his feet. Ball played back to the kicker. It's a high one, but not a great one to Chapambe. That one from Sorich as Chapambe moves forward. Takes a hit on the 45. Play the ball quickly. As Luke Smith goes down on the 45 metres away from the Fax try line. Brandon Webster-Mansfield up over the 40. 35 metres away, wrapped up. London looking to add more points to the board. Bittanyang wrapped up 25 metres away. Adebayo popped to Hawkins. Lovell brought down. This is London's last tackle of the set. Havili to Hawkins, looking to kick into the corner this time. Pop up over the top, looking for Chapambe, who gets it down! And that's a hat-trick for Neil Chapambe. Even with the man down on the field of play. London getting creative. A little reverse kick into the corner by Dean Hawkins. Finds Neil Chapambe. And that's his third try of the afternoon. And that takes the score up to 40 points to 6. Snatches that one out of Stableman Blue's hands. And Voro to add the extras. From 20 metres away, Gairo Voro. Takes a few steps back. And 2 steps out wide. So he readies his kick. To add the extra 2 to make it 42-6. Garavoro with the attempt, and that kick is converted. That takes the score up to 42-6 to London, and we're 12 minutes into the second half. Zorich back on kicking duties. Kicking towards the Toglet stand. And we are back underway. It's a low one out to Webster Mansfield, who can't keep hold of it. And it's a knock on. And Halifax will get good possession deep inside London territory from the restart. It's a difficult one for Brandon Webster-Mansfield to deal with. It was quite low. He just took his eye off the ball. And Halifax with an opportunity to get a instant response. As the Halifax fans below me in full song as they try and work their way out to the right hand side. Bouncing off Voro, looking to go over in the corner, wrapped up 5 away. That's Benjamin Crooks. Quick play of the ball. Back inside it goes. Halifax has some quick passing. Trying to shift their way in through. This time wrapped up is the number 21, Ben Forster. Wrapped up shy of the line. Pass out to the 10-metre line. Trying to find a hole down this left-hand side this time. Ball is up, is bobbled away. Still in Halifax possession with Stableman Blue, and the referee blows his whistle for knock-on. Pass was just a bit too high for the left winger. And that is a really, really poor way to give up possession. It's a nice idea, looping pass out to the left-hand side. Stableman Blue just couldn't keep hold of it. It was just a bit too high for him. Broncos will get the head and feeds. Robert Matthias coming back onto the field shortly as London with possession. Wrapped up now is Luke Smith, just shy of the 30-metre line. Havili from the play of the ball. Finds Bittingang. Jumps past one, but he's wrapped up by another 3 oncoming defenders. Havili inside to Stock. Finds Voro. Shifting out to left-hand side. Walker looking to go left, but cuts back inside. Wrapped up by the Halifax defence, shy of the halfway line. As Robert Matthias is now back on the field of play. So both sides up to 13 men each. London still with possession. Sadiq Kadabai looking to drive his way through. The referee blows his whistle. London get a penalty for a high tackle on Adebayi. So London with a fresh set to come. With Havili in hand. I don't think he's going to kick it. No, he isn't. Croft doesn't beat the tackle. Brought down inside the 20. Havili from the play of the ball. Shifts it inside to Adebayi, who's trying to break through the line. Sadiq Adebayi brought down 5 metres away. Havili finds Voro out to the right hand side. Now back on the inside this time. Smith wrapped up inside the 10. London losing metres. Havili goes up the short side, looking to burst his way over the line. Havili gets his first try of the afternoon. Notice that the Panthers weren't quite awake at the line, and he powers his way over to extend London's try to 46 points to 6. There's a 40-point gap between these two sides in the League Leaders' Shield. You might as well start engraving it now. Voro to add the extra 2. From 11 metres away, right of centre, takes a few steps back. He's not quite happy with the way the ball is lined up on the tee. Now he is. As he readies his kick, takes his focused stance before taking a step back, and Guy Voro adds the extra 2. That takes the score up to 48 points. London look to extend their lead at the top of the table and their points tally as well. Jesse Sorich to take the restart for the Panthers. It's a low one from him up towards Webster Mansfield again, but it's wrapped up by Walker. And London look to try and play out from their 10-metre line. Wrapped up 50 metres away is Croft. So try and work their way down the left-hand side with Webster Mansfield. So he's dragged up to the 40-metre line, making about 15 metres. Inside from the play the ball to Voro, finding Bittenyang, looking to work his way to halfway, wrapped up 5 metres away from the halfway line. Havili with his first try of the afternoon. From the play the ball, flicks it inside. Stock looking to dummy pass it out to Campbell Gillard. He's wrapped up on the 40. Havili, Hawkins finds Adebayo, bounces off one, wrapped up by 3 defenders. Breaks away from the tackle to play the ball. Havili inside. Hawkins lost where the ball was. Boro trying to chip the ball up over the top and work his way forward. Isn't able to do so. It'll be a turnover to Halifax or a knock on. Hawkins just not paying attention. Might have had the sun in his eyes. Halifax back underway. Looking to offload it there was Crooks, but he's wrapped up inside the tackle. He was expecting it. Ball back inside for the Panthers. Wrapped up shy of the 40-metre line. So look to try and run the ball through. Nice offload pass. Looking to find a hole. Do find one. Now they break down this left-hand side. Halifax, it's 2v1. Back inside again. Halifax are going to go over the line. And they get their first try of the second half. And it's Ben Will, the fullback, who dives over. And that puts Halifax into double figures as they find a hole down the left-hand side. And that makes the score London 48, Halifax 10. It's nicely worked down the left-hand side. Tibbs in acres of space. Oh, Ben Will in acres of space, I apologise. There's Darius Carter, who finds a hole in acres of space. And Will on the left-hand side gets the ball over for his first try of the afternoon. And the points are added. And that takes the score up to 48 points to 12, converted by Kieran Rush. And Halifax are in no rush to get back for the restart, as we've played over an hour here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. I can't say that that's something that Halifax hasn't deserved, because they've done pretty well so far in this game. Kick-off by Walker. Collected down on the Halifax right-hand side from the kick-off. And can they build on this possession? Ball inside. Bedwood trying to force his way over the 20s. Wrapped up by Stock and Croft, as they try and shift the ball out over to this near side again. And trying to break over the line. Wrapped up this time is Lucas Stableman-Blue. Up to the 30. Halifax thinking they potentially have an in here on this near side. Wrapped up now is Alfie Johnson. Halifax get towards the halfway line as they try and work it into the middle. Rush bouncing off Voro. The ball shifted out to this left-hand side. Now with a bit more space down this left-hand side. Stableman-Blue bouncing off Havili. This is the last for Halifax, who have sprung into life. Sorich, little kick over the top. It's left by Hawkins and picked up by Walker. Webster Mansfield trying to break down the left-hand side. He's wrapped up inside the 20-metre line and brought down by 3 Halifax defenders. Broncos maybe breathe a sigh of relief here as Jabambe brings the ball up to the 20. He's wrapped up. Halifax breathing into life after that try. Havili trying to force his way through. Wrapped up over the 30-metre line. They try and flick the ball into the middle now. Bittenyang. It's Matthias who has tackled, then the ball to Havili. And now with Bittanyang on the halfway line. Havili finding his way up the middle. Stock loses the ball. Halifax pounce on it. And they'll get a head and feed inside their own half as London start losing a bit of concentration. Stock not looking at the ball when it was coming to him. And Halifax get a bit more possession inside their own half. 48-12. Davies from the play the ball, flicks it out to the right hand side. Rush. Tibbs. Wrapped up on the 40. They try and move the ball into the middle, trying to run around Sadiq Adabai. Bittanyang wrapping up the attacker. They try and move down the central left hand channel again, out to the left hand side. Cutting up and around is Johnson. He's wrapped up by Luke Smith. Halifax looking for some more points on the board. 25 metres away, wrapped up. Sorich from the play the ball, flicks it inside. Rush. This is the last for Halifax. So they try and shift the ball out to the right hand side. Out to the rowing, takes a poor bounce before it's kicked in towards the try line and it's way out of touch. And Halifax just running out of ideas. Maybe didn't have to press the panic button so quickly. They still had possession in good territory, but London get it back and make 8 metres. Voro. Smith. Luke Smith wrapped up on the 35 metres away from the Broncos try line. Walker to Campbell Gillard, looking to power his way up over the halfway line. Falls over it with less than 15 to go. Havili from the play the ball finds Marcus Stock, palming away one defender, wrapped up again by 3. Voro not happy with that tackle. Havili from the play the ball goes short, finds Voro on the left hand side, looks to cut inside, offloads to Havili again, long looping pass out to Walker, 35 metres away. Sadiq Adabai with a little pop pass, breaks over the 20 metre line. And he's wrapped up, quickly taken. Walker up to the 10, shifted inside to Campbell Gillard, bounces off 1 and 2, looking for an offload, finds Walker, who had to come back in from an offside position. And London are 10 metres away on the last. Havili to Campbell Gillard, Voro to the left hand side, little pop pass, Matthias goes over and this is his 3rd try. They're going to have to split the hat-trick ball in half as Robert Matthias gets his 3rd try of the afternoon, and that takes London over 50 points. Less than 15 on the clock. London 52, Halifax 12 with the kick to come. And London, after a period of lapsed concentration, find their way back over the line as Robert Matthias gets over for his 3rd try of the afternoon. Short pass from Voro, finding Matthias, who gets his way over the line. And a kick to come from Gairo Voro from 15 metres out, left of centre. Takes quite a few steps back this time. Steps to the left hand side. And Gairo Voro with the kick. And he converts that kick. He's got his kicking boots on this time. Hasn't missed one in the second half. That takes the score up to 54-12. With 12 minutes left of the 80. Jesse Sorich with the restart. Must be getting a little bit sick of kicking towards the Toglet stand. It's a deep one, collected by Walker, who stays in play. As Adebayo bursts forward. Out up on the 10, but he's gained an extra 5 metres there. So now they push forward London. Webster Mansfield. Wrapped up over the 20-metre line. As London looks to move forward with Bittinyang. Bursts his way through the defence, but is wrapped up shy of the 40. Havili from the play the ball, shifts it inside. Campbell-Gillard looking to burst over the line. Wrapped up over the halfway line. Inside Panthers territory. Havili finding Adebayo the short pass. Wrapped up shy of the 30. This is London's last tackle. Pass to Hawkins from the play the ball. It's a pop pass up over the top. Looking for Chabambe, brings it down. There's actually one this time by Seven Blue, bursts away and is wrapped up on the 20. Halifax have it back on this near side. Trying to find his way through is Alfie Johnson, but there's no way through for him as he's wrapped up shy of the 30. 7-1 Blue takes a big hit from Campbell-Gillard, making 10 metres. So he shifts the ball into the middle. Rush to Tibbs. Tibbs trying to burst his way through the burst of energy. Wrapped up by Bittinyang and Voro. Ball inside from the play the ball. Looking to get up over the halfway line. No way through for Halifax. This is the last. Back to Sorich. Just over the 40. It's a high one from him. Underneath it is Walker, who does well to bring it down. Collected by Will. Offload pass from Webster Mansfield to Voro. He's not going anywhere as Gyro Voro, wrapped up by 2. As Chabambe looks at the drive up to the 40, wrapped up. Havili from the play of the ball, tries to go inside. He finds Kapanias, wrapped up on the halfway line. Havili from the play of the ball again. Campbell-Gillard finds Sadiq Adebayo, who goes down with a heavy hit. This is the last for London. It's to Hawkins. It's a kick over the top by Hawkins. It's a high one, but not a deep one. He's picked up and then kicked over the top by Hawkins again after the volleyball pass. Hawkins over the top, dives in but doesn't reach it. Lovely bit of creativity from London. Neil Chabambe with a little volleyball pass, and Hawkins was nearly there but has patted away, and London will get the ball again after a kick from between the sticks. As we're in the last 10 minutes, 8.5 to go here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. It's a high one and a short one, and the ball bobbles around. Webster Mansfield knocks the ball on, does he? Yes, he does. There's a nice idea by Jesse Sorich in the end to go for it short, out to the right hand side. They'll get the ball back deep inside their own half with a head and feed. They try and work the ball down the central right hand channel, wrapped up again on the 10 was Benjamin Tibbs. They try and move the ball inside, bouncing off one tackle, trying to find a way through, wrapped up again as they try and work the ball through the middle, out into this near side. Nice passing through. Johnson looking to get over the halfway line. He's got players in front of him as he looks to grab a kick it over the top. Sorich is over the top of it, but he runs over it, but he collects the ball, and the referee's going to bring it back. I'm not sure what for. He's going all the way back into Halifax's half, up to the 40, and awarded a penalty to Halifax. So Halifax will get the ball back anyway. And that ball's not gone out of play from the penalty. London get it back immediately. Poor kick from Soric, collected by Walker. And a wasted opportunity to get further up the field for the Panthers. Adebayo looking to break over the halfway line. Wrapped up in front of it with 6.5 on the clock. Regan Campbell-Gillard looks to burst his way through. On the play of the ball, Adebayo finds Hawkins. Bouncing off his cap and ice, can't get past the second defender, wrapped up inside the 20. London looking to get another try on the board. Hawkins, Lewis Biernick back on the field. That's not what a tiring Halifax defence will want to see. Sadiq Adebayo looking to get over the line. Sadiq Adebayo wrapped up just shy of it and pushed back. And I think that's a turnover as well. A bit of cramp. I think it's just a bit of cramp. It will be a London ball when we get back underway. Halifax with their bodies on the line. It will be a Halifax restart. It was a turnover. We are just dealing with a bit of cramp. Didn't see the referee had called his last tackle. And Davies is back on his feet. And we're back underway with 5 minutes left of this game here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, the last home game here of the season. It's London doing well to keep Halifax penned inside their own half. Ball into the middle. Ball from Rush. Number 22 wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Soric. Ball inside, finding Rush. Can't get away from Voro. He's dumped down to the ground. And he's injured as well by the looks of things. Is Kieran Rush as he struggles to get back to his feet. As they try and break through here for Halifax. This is the last as number 21 Ben Forster is put to the ground. Kick by Soric is a high one up over the halfway line. Walker's there to claim it. Walker does claim it. As he tries to get the ball back inside of Halifax's half. He's wrapped up by 3 defenders. Dumped down on the halfway line. Hawkins from the play of the ball. Takes it to Chibambe. Looks at push up over the 40. Makes 15 metres. London looking to push this tired Halifax defence with Biernick bouncing off one defender. Looking to bounce off another before he's wrapped up less than 20 metres away. As London try and get over the line. Voro dancing over. Voro goes over. And Gairo Voro puts the ball down. As London edge towards 60 points. Gairo Voro making it 58-12. As he does in his usual fashion. Dancing over the line. As the Halifax defence couldn't deal with the heavy hitting Lewis Biernick and then the quick feet of Gairo Voro. And we've got the kick to come, which will be taken by Gairo Voro. Little dummy pass, shifting his way through the defence. And getting the ball down. The kick, looking though, it's going to be about 15 metres out. 2.5 left of this second half. Voro to add the extra 2 as he's putting the ball up onto the tee. Takes a few steps back, does Gairo Voro. He hasn't missed a kick in this second half after not putting on his kicking boots in the first. Takes a few steps back. And Gairo Voro with his kick gets mostly the tee. and he is wide of the sticks to the right hand side. So London still shy of the 60-point mark. It's London 58, Halifax Panthers 12. And we've got a minute and 46 seconds between now and the full-time hooter. Kick underway, this time from Crooks. As London move up to the 20-metre line with Catanias. Walker inside, it goes to Smith. He's wrapped up on the 25-metre mark. Adebayo from the play of the ball finds Lewis Biernick. Wrapped up shy of the 40. London looking to move forward quickly with Campbell Gillard. Goes down over the halfway line, wrapped up by 3. Biernick, Voro, Bittanyang up over the 40. This is the last for the Broncos. Ball in from the play of the ball finds Campbell Gillard. Offloaded to Hawkins, to Walker. Kick through the middle from Walker. Chasing onto it is Croft, but it just runs out of play. And Halifax will get a 20-metre restart on the last, as we're into the last minute now of the half. As they look to push forward in this last minute, Halifax, can they get another try on the board? As Tibbs is wrapped up on the 40. An interference with the play of the ball. Sees a Halifax penalty. London not getting away from the tackle. And they take it quickly. We're into the last 30 seconds. Croft didn't get away from the ball quick enough. One last chance for Halifax to get a try on the board and get them, make the score a little bit more respectable. Quick pop passing, trying to find their way through. Wrapped up 25 metres away. So look to find their way down the right-hand side. Rush. Can't get away from the Broncos defence. Offloads the ball, finding Crooks. There goes the full-time hooter. Grubber kick from Crooks is kicked out of play by Walker. And that will be the last of the action. Referee pulls the full-time whistle. And that's how the game ends, with London winning 58 points to 12, and London are the official Championship Shield winners. And we will see the trophy lift very, very shortly here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. It's been quite the season for London. The new board coming in towards the end of last year to keep the club alive. And from there, new investment has come in, new players have come in, a new squad has come into the Broncos, mixed in with the old guard from last season that helped keep the squad alive. And together with the Broncos fans, which not just here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, but have now been picked up across the world in far-flung places, from places that maybe had never even heard of the London Broncos before, now know the name. And although Super League is uncertain, especially with the playoffs still to come, the League Leader Shield will have a brand new name on it. For the first time ever, London Broncos will be Championship Shield winners. Of course, Broncos have been promoted before, after beating Toulouse a couple of years ago in the Championship final. London didn't finish top that season, and in 2018 in the £1 million game during the Super 8s, London didn't finish top of the table then that year when they beat the Toronto Wolfpack to secure their place in Super League in the 2019 season. There's the league leader shield, there it is. And Broncos red and blue. The Papua New Guinean players. Emil Chapambe and a few others in the huddle. And waiting for a few more. Bitting Yang in there as well. Finley Blair joining them, he was hobbling over to them. As they go in for the Papua New Guinean prayer. As the majority of the crowd also has stayed to see the trophy lift in front of the Rai Group stand. Sevilla Havili awarded player of the match. Halifax Panthers players also hanging around for the trophy lift as well, and that is the type of respect you want to see in the professional game. As the shield is being ready. Players waiting patiently to lift the shield. The crowd is ready. It's a moment that, although it seems like it was nailed on for this season, London could potentially win 2 pieces of silverware in the space of 8 days. And that's something that the club has never achieved before. As the players start to make their way over to the hoarding in front of the league leader shield, in front of the Broncos fans. Of course, there will be a final on Monday in the 1895 Cup final up in Warrington. London take on Widnes. London's first final since the Challenge Cup final in 1999 at the old Wembley. London Broncos fans don't see very many moments like this one. As the players made their way over to the stand in front of the hoarding, clapping the crowd in front of them. A club that seems to defy Rugby League at times, either staying in existence, being the outsiders. London are about to win and lift the BETFRED Championship League Leaders Shield.
Presenting the League Leaders Shield is Martin Coy, OBE.
We're just waiting for the shield to be lifted. A moment in London Broncos history. Regardless of whether or not the club achieves promotion to the Super League next season, this will go down as a highlight. As the shield is awarded to Captain Regan Campbell-Gillard with shield in hand. London Broncos are the BETFRED Championship League Shield winners of 2026. And despite being so dominant in the league, it's a moment that those players will cherish. It's a moment that the fans will cherish and will go down in London Broncos history. It has been a season dominated by high-scoring games for the Broncos. And some tough ones too. But of course it has been a season where other clubs have nearly fallen out of the league altogether. London were nearly one of the first to fall into that position. And to go from nearly going out of existence to league leader winner to league shield winners in 12 months has been quite the miracle for London Broncos. There is one game left in the league. London are at home at Richmond Athletic Ground on the 5th of September. And then the playoffs take place from the middle of September. London do get a bit of a bye as they finish first in the table. As the fans hold the shield, celebrate with the shield aloft in Sadiq Adebayo's hands. He's been on quite some journey with this club, as have players like Will Lovell and Alex Walker, who've made over 200 appearances for the club and have scored a bundle of tries to go with them as well. Like I said, it's a very, very special moment for this Rugby League club. Chatambe with shield in hand. He came in earlier this season, a London boy as well. London plays Swinton on the last game of the season. That's at the Richmond Athletic Ground on the 5th of September in 2 Saturdays' time. Of course, there is the 1895 Cup final next weekend on the bank holiday up in Warrington on Monday afternoon. London take on Widnes. As Lewis Biernick now with the shield in hand in front of the Broncos faithful. Will Lovell and Lewis Biernick have been at the club, been stalwarts of the club for quite some time.
There will be matchday presentations upstairs at 6 o'clock, including...
And this is a moment that will be cherished by the Broncos fans, and they'll be hoping that it won't be the last one this season, with the playoffs to come. And of course with the final as well next weekend. And maybe, just maybe, London will be back in Super League yet again. Of course, it's not just down to what happens on the pitch in the Championship. There are other factors as well. And it will be interesting to see where the club lies and where the RFL lies in taking them into Super League at the end of this season, because London Broncos have made sure that they cannot be ignored on the pitch. So the EFL have got a lot of tough thinking to do whether or not they want the Broncos in next season or not. It's Jason Demetriou with the shield, the head coach for the Broncos. Pictures with the fans. Proud man he'll be today. Garo Voro with the shield aloft. That's something he deserves after his performances this season. Jason Demetriou has pictures of the fans. Voro showing the shield to fans young and old alike. Players making the most of this opportunity. Crofton, Voro. There's fans and players celebrating together. Players showing families the shield. It is a reason to celebrate. There'll be a few pints flowing around South London in this part of Wimbledon, as the fans hang around to soak in the occasion. The drum's still going. A lot of these fans will be heading up to Warrington on Monday to see London in their first final since 2018. with the £1 million game, but the first cup final since the club that the club have been in since 1999, when they lost to Leeds Rhinos in the last Challenge Cup at the old Wembley Stadium. This occasion a lot of these fans will remember. We will cut to the highlights. I'll try and get down and get a word with the head coach Jason Demetriou on this occasion. But in the meantime, here are the highlights from today's game between London and Halifax, where it ended. London Broncos 58, Halifax Panthers 12, and London Broncos are the BETFRED Championship League Shield winners.
Well, that's how it's ended here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium. A successful night, or a successful afternoon for the London Broncos, and a successful season which ended in the club lifting the League Leaders Shield. Of course, there is the matter of the 1895 Cup Final. That takes place on Monday afternoon at the Halliwell Jones Stadium, where London take on Widnes in that big game. But between now and then, we've got the end of the season, of course, with London playing Swinton, and then the playoffs take place in September as well. But here on the final league game at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, it has finished. London Broncos 58, Halifax Panthers 12. Take care. Good night.